So it is clear that when GST has to be paid under reverse charge mechanism by the recipient, then that recipient are not allowed to take input tax credit against the output tax that are to be paid under reverse charge mechanism. But the amount of GST that is paid by the recipient under reverse charge mechanism, such amount of GST is eligible for getting input tax credit when outward supplies are made by such recipient further. Here, the amount of CGST and SGST that is paid by the recipient under reverse charge mechanism are not eligible for adjust it, are not allowed to adjust it against the input tax credit of rupees 7,000. But the amount of CGST and SGST that is paid under reverse charge mechanism are eligible for input tax credit against the outward supplies made by such recipient. Now, the next question is that, with reference to the provision of GST law, briefly explain as to who is the person responsible to pay GST in the following. Legal services are provided by senior advocate to the business entity. Representation services are provided by senior advocate to the business entity. Number 3, where the contract for representation services provided by the senior advocate to any business entity has been entered into through another advocate or firms of advocate. Now, for 1 and 2, that is where the legal services are provided by a senior advocate to the business entity, or the representation services that is provided by the senior advocate to the business entity, then here the provider of the services are the senior advocate, recipient of the services are the business entity, nature of the services are the representation services,